Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today I'm going to do one audit of a Facebook ad account from the many that I'm doing for different clients that I'm working with or clients that I'm going to onboard, and we're going to see all the crucial mistakes. I can tell you that 99% of the cases these are mistakes that I'm seeing frequently, so I thought that I would do this video with you just to explain them more. And because of the fact that I'm really bored of doing this audit, so I'm going to do it with you just for fun. Everybody is here to learn. This is why this video is not about hating the person who is doing the ads or whatever. It's just about explaining my view on some things that I think that they are very big mistakes and I see super frequently on ad accounts when I'm auditing them. Let's go to my computer to show you all the things that I want to show you. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's go. Let's start analyzing the different things that I see here. First of all, we're not going to analyze at all middle of funnel and bottom of funnel. It is just retargeting. If top of funnel is working, retargeting is going to work. This is not something that you analyze when you enter first an ad account. This is something and a problem that you're going to solve second and third. Let's start seeing some of the campaigns over here. So in this campaign, we can see that we have, first of all, just out of the blue, I can see that we are having just one campaign with CBO and all of the others are ABO campaigns. Of course, we can see that the return on ad spend is very bad. The best return on ad spend is in the bottom of funnel with 0.91 ROAS. I have been to accounts like that. Just to set some expectation over here, these accounts will never be a 3-4 ROAS accounts unless if you change a lot of things to products, the landing pages and stuff, you revisit the whole strategy about your e-commerce store. What I want to point out here is that maybe you can improve this account to 1.5 ROAS in average. It really depends, but somebody who has this kind of results, they should not expect immediately to see 2, 3, 4 ROAS just because Konstantinos is starting handling their ads. It's not going to happen. We can improve a little bit, we cannot improve by a lot. Here, from what I can see, someone should be happy if they have 1 ROAS plus on this account, because as we said, it's not only the things that you do in an account, but it's also your product. Facebook is only the intermediate. From what I see immediately over here, and I'm not analyzing bottom of funnel, middle of funnel, I'm seeing that we are having top of funnel campaigns that they are running ads with ABO campaigns instead of CBO. And the other thing that I'm seeing here is that over here I can sense that we have a problem in the conversion on the site. Is it my job to fix it? No. Is it my job to say it? Yes. It's my job to tell that, hey, here traffic is coming, but something is wrong on the checkout. A very good ratio that we would like to see over here is 50%, for example, okay? If we had 140 checkouts, 70 sales. And of course, if the ratio is even higher, it's even better. But when we see something like 30%, how much it is? 140 divided by 45, it's 31%. So here we see a 31%. I'm not saying that there are not other accounts that are working perfectly fine with 31%, but I'm saying that it, as a first glimpse, it shows me that there's a problem over here from what is happening. So this is also another thing that I can see immediately. Another thing that I see immediately is the ROAS, and now let's start analyzing a little bit what is happening within the campaigns. So I will just open, I normally do this, I open just one campaign just to see the setting. First of all, here we can see that they don't use dynamic ads, they just use a bunch of different creatives. I always believe that dynamic ads are improving things. We can see it also here. We see that we have an ABO campaign, and we see that this campaign started at 12 p.m. We have a video that we explain that the ads, especially the first day, which is a very important day, they need to start in a specific hour of the day, 6 o'clock. Here, if we come, we see that they started in the morning, which is good. And here we can see that they started 9 p.m. in the evening, which is actually disastrous, because it would try to spend all of this amount of money just in 4 hours. Okay, so we can see that they don't have a plan over here on when they're going to launch their ads. If we move below, we can see one of the biggest mistakes that I see in the top of funnel, and it's actually this. It's people actually excluding in the top of funnel existing customers from the past. A lot of times people have this perception that I want to use Facebook just to get fresh clients, okay? And it's a good idea, okay? You want to get fresh clients and you want to have your organic ways of, even if it is email or other ways of engaging with your repeated customers, so that you can get you can get better value from those clients that you paid initially to come with marketing. Makes sense. Now, let me tell you why I totally disagree with that. Even if we think, and I know this for a fact, that Facebook is going to steal some of your repeated customer sales on the top of funnel, it's totally fine. Do you know why? Because these are data that they are going to be used anyway for optimization. If you're excluding this data from this campaign, especially in a period that we have problem with the data that is being reported back to Facebook, you are excluding more points of interest and more points of optimization for each one of your ad sets. I don't like this. I see always people doing it, and I know that whenever they do it, and here it's even more exclusions, whenever people are doing it, they have very bad results in the top of funnel. Again, I know that Facebook is stealing some sales in the top of funnel from your retargeting ads. I know it. I know it for a fact. And if this is your problem, just be okay with it.
Okay.
Because this is data that you're going to use in your cold traffic ads. And guess what? In a cold traffic audience, if some of this audience is people that they have bought in the previous days or months from your store, Facebook is going to target them first because they are closer to buying your product. It makes some sense. So even if Facebook does this and you're getting this sale, it's totally fine. It's going to be used for optimization. Whenever I see people using the exclusions like this, the results are catastrophic. Let's analyze a little bit more. Let's go in another top of funnel and analyze what is happening here, for example. Let's see this one. So in this one, we see that we even have harder exclusions over here. So this is totally unacceptable for me to exclude all of these people that they might convert. It doesn't matter if someone can say, but I'm retargeting them on my middle of funnel. It doesn't matter. Retarget them, these people in both channels, not by using the audiences. Just don't exclude them, okay? Maybe they're going to convert in middle of funnel campaign, in bottom of funnel campaign, or they're going to convert in your top of funnel campaign. It doesn't matter. It's a sale. It's a sale, which is going to help you optimize. Another thing that I really see here, which is a little bit strange, is that they just tossed a bunch of interests over here and a bunch of interests over here. It doesn't make any sense to do it like this. Why? Because you could do out of all of these interests, you could do a CBO campaign, which is going to have 2 interests, another ad set with 2 interests, another ad set with 2 interests, another ad set with 2 interests. You will see which ones are working. Let's say that this one over here is working. Do you know which interests are actually working? No, you don't. And you're not going to be able to do my crazy method or even scale the ad set like this. What are you doing over here? You're just being lucky. Maybe it's going to work because just by luck, some of these interests worked. But on the other case, by segmenting them down, you know which interests work and you can use it again and again. You can do different combos with this audience and so on. So here what I see is lack of creativity, lack of a strategy, just tossing everything here and expecting it to work. A lazy way of doing ads in other ways. Then I see, of course, automatic placements, which you know that I disagree. I don't consider this necessarily one of the reasons that the account is not doing well. The other things that I mentioned earlier are more important in terms of why the ads are doing actually bad. And let's see another top of funnel here just to take an idea of what is happening. Okay, the same situation here. My guess here, another thing that I don't understand is you spend $800 so far and the ROAS is 0.03. What do you expect to close the ad set? Okay, it doesn't make any sense for you to still keeping it. So I don't understand why still this ad set is actually active. Maybe because you don't know how to optimize CBO campaigns in that case. Maybe that's the case. And let's also here, I'm going to do something here just to explain to you why ABO is a bad thing to do. What we have here, the exclusions again, it's a problematic situation. Oh, this is an open targeting, cool. I'm not against open targeting. I think that this is something that you should test. Be careful when you're using broad targeting. Sometimes I see people doing a broad targeting ad set, interest ad sets, lookalike ad sets in the same CBO campaign. When you have a broad targeting that it's actually going to target here 153 million people, you don't want to put it with other ad sets that are going to have 20 million people and so on, because the whole Facebook budget is going to go here. Now, if we click on the clock over here in order to see the history, let's click on maximum and let's see what's happened here. So we see that from 25, this ad set started with 25 and then it went to 50, and then suddenly we took it from 50 to 300. As a budget, it makes sense. Okay, someone says, okay, I want to go from 50 to 300. It's not a bad thing to think of. What they don't understand is this, that by doing this, you are increasing 600% your budget, you are increasing it more. This is why I like CBO campaigns, because maybe one ad set, if you have enough budgets in your CBO campaign, it's going to start anyway from $300. It's going to start from the point that Facebook is going to think that this money is enough for it to spend in order to give you the results that you want. On the other hand, when you start from an ABO campaign, you are starting from $50, and in order for you, or 25, because it's too risky to start immediately on 300, okay? So you start from 50, 25, whatever, and then you try to reach to 500. Yes, but this is 1000% increase on the budget, and it's going to work once, that you're going to increase to 200, 300, 400, 500, you're going to increase it. At some point, your ad set is going to break, and you're going to lose all of your progress, and it's going to die immediately. This is why I don't like ABO, because it's too risky for you to reach to higher levels when you're scaling, and CBO can give you that immediately, since day one. It can start your ad set from $100, $150 by just distributing the budget in that way. And then we see that he dropped from 400 to 80, and from 80 to 100, from 100. This is not a serious optimization over here. This is also another reason that I don't like ABO. There's no serious optimization happening actually over here. Okay, perfect. Now it's clear. That's all the things that I wanted to show you. And I think that a lot of things are things that you might be doing or you are thinking of doing and whatever. Well, it's up to you now. And don't forget that if you want to learn more about Facebook ads, you can check my book or my course, my free course. And until we meet again, be creative, guys, and be consistent.